Hey guys, this is Shannon with Nearly Organic Noshing. It is the Tuesday after Thanksgiving and everyone is pretty much sick of leftovers, but I have a lot to do this week, so I am going to multitask a meal. I have four really large, I don't know if you can see that, chicken breasts in here. I order our meat from Zaycon, and these come fresh, and I package them 4 to a bag whenever I separate the box out and package them. So I have 4 chicken breasts in here, and I'm just going to cook them through, and then I'm going to separate them up, and I am going to turn 2 of them into chicken and dumplings and the other 2 into chicken pot pie using all virtually the same ingredients. And yes, I'm totally going to cheat, and I'm going to use like a Bisquick type ready mix topping to do my dumplings and to do my top for the chicken pot pie because I have it in the cabinet and I'm in a hurry. So yes, not the healthiest, I know, but we're just going to get it done. But by doing these 2 meals, I can cut up all the same vegetables, use almost all the same ingredients, and I can do both of them at the same time. And I'm letting the chicken cook on my lunch break so that when I come in, I can prepare the rest of it pretty fast, and I can pre-cook the chicken pot pie and go ahead and make the chicken and dumplings, and then we'll eat off of that for the next 2 days so I do not have to cook again before the weekend. Okay guys, I had cooked the chicken on my lunch break, and this is 4 chicken breasts, and it actually is quite a bit. I may save a little bit of this out and make some buffalo chicken with it, but there's more than enough to do 2 meals here. So this is just rough cut chicken. I just chopped it up real quick, and that is a pretty big container of chicken. You can do this with turkey too. I know people have a lot of turkey left over from Thanksgiving. We do not. We ate it all. So I am doing this with chicken, and this is just a time saver for me. So the chicken is cooked, and I saved the liquid that I cook the chicken in, and that is what I use to make my chicken and dumplings. So it already has the chicken flavor, and if I need to add a little bit of stock or something, I will, and seasoning. I've already cut up all my vegetables. Most of these are fresh picked. Some of it's from the freezer, like the corn. Those are from last year, or I'm sorry, from this summer, and I picked it and put it up in the freezer, cut it off the ears. The green beans I picked today. The carrots are fresh, and the celery and the potatoes and the onions are fresh. Peas are from the freezer. So I am going to split this up, and what I'm going to do first is I'm going to take the carrots and some of the green beans and some of the peas, and I'm going to put them in the chicken water and let them go ahead and cook and flavor the water some more. And then I'm going to cook all the other vegetables in a cast iron skillet, and that is what I'm going to assemble my chicken pot pie in. And what I've done is I've already made up the biscuit mixture, and I did it a little more liquid than what you would do biscuits, just a little bit more. And I'm going to drop this by the spoonful into the boiling water once the vegetables are cooked and the water is still boiling, and then I'm going to use the rest of it to top the chicken pot pie. And I'll go ahead and get that going and show you how it works. Okay, so I don't know if you can see in here, it's a little dark. I have the carrots and green beans cooking in there, and that is my chicken stock, my chicken water. And in here I have the onions, garlic, celery, green beans, and potatoes all cooking. And when these are softened up some more, then I will add the corn to this, and to this I will add the peas in just a few minutes. Okay, all the vegetables have been added to this, and this is going to be for the chicken pot pie. I just added the corn. I've not put the chicken back in yet. After these are heated thoroughly and softened, then I'll add the chicken into this since the chicken is already cooked. And I have just added the peas into here, and now this is at a rolling boil. I can go ahead and start dropping my dumplings in, and I'll do that by the spoon. Okay, this is at a rolling boil, and I'm just taking this a scoop at a time and just dropping it in. and letting it poof up, and these are going to be my dumplings. And once these are all cooked, then I will add my chicken in, and I will add in my seasoning. So that way I can taste it once everything is all in there together, and see what I really need to add. I know I'll definitely add salt, pepper, probably some garlic powder and onion powder, and then just go from there. Okay, I added the chicken back in and have stirred it up and seasoned it with some garlic powder, onion powder, salt, and pepper. And so this is ready to go, and I'll probably just serve it with some applesauce or something that I have in the fridge tonight and call it good. And there's more than enough for 2 meals at least, and probably some for me to set aside for my parents. So that is that meal one. And then this is the base to the chicken pot pie. And I had quite a bit of leftover turkey gravy, so I added that in to give it the creamy consistency. I didn't do like a creamy milk base or anything like that to it. Since I am doing the biscuits on top, I just did some gravy mixed in with the vegetables. And the vegetables are not super soft. They're still pretty firm because they're going to be cooking in the oven for the biscuit top to be to cook thoroughly on it, and I don't want my vegetables already super soft going into the oven, then they will get mushy. So they're at the perfect consistency right now for me to go ahead and put the top on. And I'm not going to cook this in my big oven. I'm going to put it in my toaster oven. Uses less electricity and doesn't create as much heat because I'm in Florida. We have the AC off, and it has gotten really hot today. I think it's like 85 today, and I had the house open, so it's pretty warm in here with everything boiling and the burners and stuff going. So I'll go ahead and get the topping on this and show you what it looks like. Okay, this is in my very messy toaster oven, but it is cooking at 350 on convection, and it is very thin. You can see the vegetables through it is a very thin layer on top. If I'm using something unhealthy like a Bisquick, even though this is the whole grain, heart healthy and all that stuff, it's still Bisquick that's going on top. So we don't need a lot of that. We do need a lot of the veggies and the meat underneath. So there's a very thin layer of that on top, and when it puffs up golden brown, it'll be ready to take out. Okay guys, this is the homemade chicken and dumplings, and you can pair it with anything, a salad or peaches, or whatever side you want. I think I'm going to pair it with some homemade applesauce tonight because I have some open in the refrigerator, and that is going to be our dinner this evening. Okay, and this is the chicken pot pie fresh out of the oven. I just did everything right in the cast iron skillet, and this will be tomorrow night's dinner. As a little bonus, I thought I would show you how to make a quick buffalo chicken dip. I'm doing this purely because this is my daughter's favorite. So I reserved out some chicken. This is probably, gosh, I don't know, a third or more of one of the chicken breasts. And I put half a block or so of the cream cheese in. And this is best with sharp cheddar cheese. I do not have sharp cheddar, but I'm sure she's gonna like this anyway. I just have some of the Mexican 4 cheese, and I am going to put probably about a cup of that in this, and probably about a third of this bottle of Frank's hot sauce. Frank's Red Hot hot sauce is by far the best one in my opinion for doing a buffalo chicken dip. Let me go ahead and dump it all in, warm it up in the microwave, and I'll show you what it looks like. Okay guys, that is what it looks like all mixed up. I know it doesn't look super appealing, but I can tell you it is absolutely delicious. How spicy you want it depends on how much of the hot sauce you put in. You can always add a little bit of hot sauce on your individual portion if you like it spicy and everybody else does not. I'll probably send this with Trevi tomorrow when she goes to college so she can have that as her lunch, and I'll just take a little bit out for myself and have it with some celery sticks, and I'll probably cut up an avocado with lime, and that will be my lunch tomorrow. So super easy, super simple, and so good. I'm sure she'll eat it with scoops. So just a little something you can do as an appetizer, or you can put it on a bun and make it into a meal. Hope it helps you guys, and hope y'all are having a great evening.